What's going on, guys? Cameron back again from Attack on Anime, here to bring you the review on Aokana episode 11. And this episode was finally got what I've been asking for. Misaki's character development, and just seeing Misaki's character development finally is exactly what I wanted. She gives the speech of she's scared to her core because she's about to have to go against Saki, who I'm just gonna refer to her as Inui because saying Saki and Misaki can get people confused. But seeing her about to go against Inui, and she's just like, all right, I know I'm scared. Like, this is the girl who kind of like struck fear into me and kind of made me drop this the last time after I lost to Kazunari. But now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna give it my all, and I'm gonna win. And I'm just like, yes, Misaki, finally, this is what I've been asking for. But seeing her go in up against the birdcage maneuver, and she was just like, no, I'm gonna find my way around this. Like, and she's just like flying upside down, pulling off moves that Kazunari had barely mastered, but she just mastered it after maybe a week or two of just training with Kazunari. She was pulling off maneuvers like the Cobra. She was doing multiple air kick returns. It was just really cool seeing Misaki take off in a way that we haven't seen her do before, because Misaki's always been good at flying circus, but we've never really seen her like add that tactical approach to it. But after being confronted by Inui in a match, she's like, I have to step up my game. I have to break this bird cage. I have to break out and beat this bird cage. But by the end of it, she loses by a point, and she's like really disappointed. But everybody's just like, no, you did excellent. Like you stood toe to toe with someone who pushed Kazunari to his limits and past his limits. But by the end of that arena was just like, that was a repulsive victory. Like, she was talking about how Inui didn't like dominate her opponent because they're still on that quest to have the perfect flying circus style. And how could you have the perfect style if you were like pushed to your breaking point? Because Misaki was pushing Inui to her limit, to the point where she was just like, no, I want to win this by a dog. Like, I have to win this in a dog fight, or I don't feel like I've earned this victory. But Irina was just like, that's such a repulsive victory. Like, you were sloppy. You were divvying from the plan, and just like going all around wrong with going all around wrong with what her version of perfect is. So seeing all of them make it to the semifinals, except for Mashiro, but seeing Mashiro beat Rika was just like, Mashiro's still my favorite character, because seeing her beat Rika, I was just like, yes, that's what you've been aiming for. You've been aiming to surpass someone who taught you how to be good at flying circus. So I feel like finally seeing Mashiro get to do that, even though she didn't make it to the semifinals with Misaki and Asuka, it's still great seeing that character still be upheld and sticking to the character development that she got in like episode 4. But seeing Asuka make it to the finals and pushing herself to her limit, we didn't really see any of her matches this round, but we were just like, okay, she's in the final. She's going against Inui. Next week is going down. I'm actually really hyped to see this happen, because I don't think Asuka's gonna be able to beat Inui, because even seeing Asuka, like, she's definitely leveled up like tenfold since the beginning of the anime, but I still don't think she's on Inui's level, especially if Misaki couldn't do it. Like, it's gonna take a lot for Asuka to just come in and just like whip out some like brand new move or something. I feel like Asuka's gonna pull off a like move by accident, like she did with the air kick return, but I still don't feel like it's gonna be enough to beat Inui. But I just feel like she's gonna push Inui farther than Misaki did, and I feel like that's just gonna be the breaking point for Inui, because Inui's whole goal is to become pretty much perfect. And I feel like Asuka's not going to give her that chance to feel that perfection. But yeah, guys, that's been my review on the episode. I hope you've been enjoying it. I actually have to give a shout out to one of our subscribers, the Wolf999. She or he actually told me about the visual novel, and apparently in the visual novel there's like way more character development for these characters. Like, even Misaki has way more character development. I feel like they try to rush it for the anime, because you're trying to fit probably like chapters and chapters of stuff into like 12 episodes. So some stuff you have to cut out, but I feel like they cut out a lot of the like major stuff that would lead to these like major character changes and character development. I feel like if I was looking at the visual novel, I'd probably like Misaki a lot more because I feel like they'd have more time to go in depth about everything she's going through instead of just trying to be like, all right, we're gonna have this going on the side and then have Asuka like top everybody off. And one more thing before I close this review out, I actually thought that Messiah was going to join the team and compete in the tournament because at the end of the last episode, he put on his shoes, he put on his grab shoes and was just taking off. So I thought he was actually going to enter with them in the fall tournament and actually just compete. But I guess that didn't come to fruition. So I was just really excited to see him actually compete, but I don't think we're going to see that. But yeah, guys, that's been my review on Aokana episode 11. Hope you guys have been enjoying my reviews and the anime in general. But yeah, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.